The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hi everyone, we are live from Spring Hill High School in our matchup this evening between your Spring Hill Broncos and the Ottawa Cyclones in the Broncos' final Frontier League matchup, and it is a big one, everybody, as we go into our presenting sponsor, as Spring Hill Bronco Athletics is presented to you by Strode Orthodontics. Strode Orthodontics specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience. With locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park, learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Hi, everyone. Brendan Bullen alongside Curtis Kaiser here. And Curtis, this is a big game. Not many fans know this, but the winner of this game will win the Frontier League. Curtis, how big is this game for both teams?
Well, if you think about where I'm gonna talk about Spring Hill Broncos first here. You look at where we started to where we've become now. We have grown a lot as a team. For example, the first game of the year, we played Eudora at their house, beat us by 14. We avenged that loss to them last Friday by 7. So these girls have really come together. Got a 10-game win streak here. Got a lot of girls playing well, and obviously, a league title is tough to win in any league, and these girls, both programs obviously put an emphasis on this. If you asked them what some of their goals were at the beginning of the season, I'm sure one of them was to win a league title, and both programs have an opportunity to do that here tonight, and we're excited for this good matchup to be brought to you here by Spring Hill Sports Live.
Absolutely, and we'll get to our pregame show here. Our pregame show is presented to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditionings. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. So the Broncos' last outing against the Bonner Springs Braves, Sydney Busher, she's having a phenomenal season in her junior year only. She scored 18 points. She had 11 rebounds. But one of the bigger keys that I feel like, if Sydney Busher can get the ball in the paint, this game is going to end the right way for the Broncos. And it's even homecoming night, so why not get a good win on homecoming especially?
Absolutely. Don't want to discount any of the other girls' efforts either, but if you look at really what Sydney Busher and Isla Herman have done the last 10 to 12 games, they've really been the catalyst to our 10-game win streak here. You've got a good inside out with those two. Sydney obviously, she has a double-double every night, and Isla Herman, early part of the season wasn't maybe scoring as much as people had expected, or maybe as much as she had expected to. But as the season has went on, you can really see her confidence grow, and just been a joy to watch because she's so fundamental and does a lot of things well. Shoots the ball with confidence, defends well, and so between those two, you've got a formidable duo that I put up against anybody in the state of Kansas. And then you've got other, role players that have stepped up as well. Callie Rodden's had a good year for us, getting rebounds, doing the tough work down low. Aubrey Meter doesn't start, but she plays starters minutes. Really defends well. She's kind of a dog on defense. She'll get you the loose balls. If the ball's on the court or on the floor, my money's on her. And, Addie Bond is shooting the ball with confidence. And then Lizzie Suter, she's always the one that wants to defend their best player. She usually gets that distinction. And then Anna LeBlanc, her senior year here, probably not her last home game, but last regular season home game. And she's been playing well for us down the stretch. So looking forward to a good matchup here tonight.
Absolutely, and a win here would be very beneficial for the Broncos to move up in those 5A standings. And like you mentioned, they've won 10 straight. They haven't lost since January 17th against the Lawrence High Chesty Lions. And like you mentioned, Lizzie Suter, obviously one of the best defenders in the Frontier League, you could say, also for the Spring Hill Broncos team. And Ela Herman, although she had 7 points, she was still really solid. And then Lizzie Suter having a nice game with 12 points as well. But going into the Ottawa Cyclones, it's been pure dominance for them. I mean, you look at their record going into an impressive 15-4 record. They just came off a win Tuesday against Tonganoxie, 47-14. And especially, we can say so much about the standout freshman, Leah Askins-Dietrich.
Yeah, I unfortunately have not had the opportunity to watch Ottawa play, but I have heard her name on multiple occasions as a standout performer. So the Broncos are going to have their hands full tonight trying to defend her. And, Ottawa's historically got a good program, so looking forward to some good competition here tonight.
Absolutely. And this has been our pregame area matchup brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. Elliott has served area communities for decades. When out traveling to your next big matchup, be sure to look for an Elliott Insurance location near you. Learn more at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. And now this brings us into our starting lineups presented to you by The Bean. The best way in Spring Hill to start your day is at The Bean. Delicious coffee, refreshing teas, and sweet treats like smoothies, fraps, and shakes. Plus, The Bean has the best pastries and breakfast options in the metro. Stop in and see them in downtown Spring Hill or online at thebeankc.com. And I'll now step aside here as our PA announcer is going to take away from the starting lineups. Actually, we're going to kick to a quick commercial break and be right back.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
And we're back for Spring Hill High School. We'll step aside and have the starting lineups be announced. For our starting five here from Spring Hill High School. And that was our Comfort Designs and Heating Air Conditioning show, and we'll now go into our opening tip-off presented to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is the leader in manufacturing quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see all their openings or apply online, go to seatsinc.com. It's the Broncos and the Cyclones in this highly touted Frontier League matchup as Spring Hill and away we are from Spring Hill in an early fast break here and an easy layup for Isla Herman. Or Isla Herman, I should say, excuse me. Here come the Cyclones. It'll be Peyton Hyriqueta getting the start. The Nichols sisters, and here's the phenom, Leah Askins-Dietrich, easily maneuvering through, can't get it to go, rebounded by LaPlante. Up the floor is Addison Bond, working on Askins-Dietrich. Up top, there's a three from Suter, it won't go, rebounded by Hyriqueta.
You know, early in the season, Lizzie Suter wouldn't have shot that ball. She's starting to shoot with more confidence. You know, mentioned had a big game for us on Friday against Bonner Springs. Love to see her confidence grow here.
And that was Dylan Nichols underneath, and now stolen away by the Cyclones. Askins-Dietrich finds Hyriqueta. That shot won't go. Rebounded by Suter. So we're all knotted up at 2 here. Less than a minute into this game. Here's a drive inside. That shot won't go from Busher. Trying to chase the rebound is off Dylan Nichols, so it'll stay with the Broncos underneath. Busher averaging 18 points per game this season. And there she is now off the glass and in. Or sorry, that was Isla Herman. She's already up to 4 points.
Yeah, Isla Herman's just solid basketball player, both defensively and offensively. Got a couple of easy ones here to start the game.
Here's Nichols on the right side, up to Emery Keebaugh. Ottawa just skip passing it around. One of their definite keys on this offense. Here's a deep three from Dylan Nichols. That won't go. And up the floor with it goes Spring Hill.
I think Coach Hessa would like that shot. Not a single Cyclone in the lane there to rebound. And Anna LaPlante getting a big bucket for us here down the other end.
LaPlante underneath. One of the few seniors on this team. And here's a drive from Foster Nichols that will go off the back iron, and Herman almost had that. It's swiped away by Askins-Dietrich. There's a shot underneath by Hyriqueta. That won't go either. It's rebounded by LaPlante. Spring Hill going to go the other way. A little bit wobbly passes there. Now here's a drive, and that was Bond that couldn't get it to go. Now a foul is going to be called.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. Sydney Busher is too valuable for her to make a foul like that at half court. Coach Huss is not going to be happy with that, but she did reach there, so she's got to make better decisions going forward. Just obviously too valuable to our game plan to pick up a cheap foul like that.
4:50 to go here in the game. Here's Askins-Dietrich. Hand it off to Foster Nichols. Spinning, tries to throw up a shot that's off the under the side of the rim, and she'll be fouled underneath, so she'll get 2 shots at the line.
Now, having said that, Sydney Busher does play with fouls very well.
That foul's going to go.
Played with 4 fouls several times and played for long stretches. So she can certainly manage it. Just you don't like to see a cheap one like that early on.
Foster Nichols to the line. That first free throw off the mark for her. Here's the second one from Nichols. That's off the left side, and lane violation called on the Cyclones. So
yeah, ball didn't hit the rim, I think, is what they call it.
So Nichols goes 0-2 at the line. So here's Isla Herman. Gets the screen from Busher, pulls up 3, short of the mark there, and nice effort by Addison Bond to try and keep that one in. But it was 2 out of bounds there. Now we're doing for the Cyclones. Askins Dietrich up the right side. She'll stay with it here. One of the more standout underclassmen in this Frontier League. He's really dominated the Frontier League, and that's almost stolen away. Pinball's right back to Hyrketa. Whistle will blow, and a 30-second timeout called by Coach Husa. Be back here in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live. Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live. I do apologize for the mistake there. It was actually Ottawa that called the timeout. So it'll still be their ball. It'll be under the basket here. Long throw up for Emery Keebaugh. She'll swing this one left side to Hyrketa, or Askins Dietrich, excuse me. Now Hyrketa has it. She'll set up the offense for this Lady Cyclones team, trying to force that one into Foster Nichols. It'll count the turnover. It's their first one. I think having a turnover each.
See a point of emphasis here. The Broncos are defending further out on the perimeter maybe than they normally do.
And Busher almost lost that one and eventually will fall back into the hands of Marissa Richards. They were trying to play the deep ball there. It didn't work out for him. So now each team up to 2 turnovers to start this quarter.
Looks like the Cyclones trying to get their offense started maybe on the defense end here, but dialing up some pressure.
Cyclones don't really pressure that much whenever they start out the game. Maybe towards the second half they love to put the pressure, but Coach Skirman, I'm sure for him as a Spring Hill High School alum, this has to feel a special game for him and also a game that he definitely does want to win. And I believe they called a 3-second violation there.
And that cost us 3 because Isla's 3-pointer went in, so that's an unfortunate set of circumstances there. It's not something they call very often. It is something that maybe they should call more often than they do, but that was unfortunate for Spring Hill there.
So Richards will be the one to take it up the floor for the Cyclones. Let's hand this one off to Foster Nichols. Richards back with it. Finds Keebaugh driving in, won't go. Rebounded by Callie Roden. Two inside and gets that one. It's Lizzie Suter. After missing a 3 earlier, she's got her first 2 points. Now here comes Dylan Nichols. Nice defense by Roden. But she'll be credited with the foul, and Dylan Nichols to the line for 2 shots. That's Rodden's first. So Dylan Nichols to the line to shoot 2. And the first free throw won't go for her. Ottawa already 0 for 3 at the line so far. Spring Hill is yet to go to the line in this game. And there's the second one from Dylan Nichols. So Ottawa, shut out for the last couple of minutes. They finally get one on the board here. Here's Herman. Gets just a suitor. Nice find inside, and looked like Aubrey Meter wanted to try and get an extra pass to Rodin, but there it eventually cost him a turnover, and now it's a turnover on the other end for the Cyclones, and looks like the Cyclones will check in. Hired Keita to check in for Askins Dietrich.
Yeah, I got to think Coach Husso would like to see Aubrey Meter just take the wraparound there shot and get it up off the backboard instead of trying to force it to Callie Rodden.
And Busher trying to get that inside to be a Herman, and Ottawa somehow gets it back, and there's Foster Nichols at 2. And here come the Cyclones coming back into this one. And Herman trying to feed that into Busher again. Does not go in their favor. Here comes Dylan Nichols, a tough layup that gets that in. Oh, it's actually Marissa Richards, excuse me. And Coach Hosa's going to take a full timeout here, and we'll take one with him. Be back in just a minute on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
First Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Ottawa on a nice 5-0 run, and they find themselves down 1 here. So here's Meter trying to dip it inside to Herman. We'll stay with the Broncos here. Last tipped up in the air by Foster Nichols. So here's Meter, right side. And dribble in. Thought about pulling up. We'll feed this inside Busher. Meter gets it back. That's a 2 from deep range. Can't get it to go there. Rebounded by Dylan Nichols. Here come the Cyclones. Here Akita. There's a 3 from Foster Nichols. Over the mark there, and still a fight for it. And Callie Rodden to bring this one in.
Good action on both ends of the floor there. That's a good hustle by both teams. Both teams really battling for the board. Valley on the basketball. Good effort.
Here's Herman. Feeds it to Meter. Pull up 2 from deep range. Can't get that one in. Busher gets the rebound. Forces the shot up. Won't go either. And it's rebounded by the Cyclones.
Spring Hill's got to be happy with the quality of shots they're getting. They're getting what they want at the rim. Just got to get them to drop here. And Sydney does a very good job of that. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get that one to drop.
And Hirakita trying to feed it inside, and it was poked away, but they're going to say last touched by the Cyclones. So Spring Hill will get the basketball back with 31.3 seconds to go, and Ottawa makes some substitutions here. Keeball and Foster Nichols to go to the bench. Askins Dietrich to check back in, and Ainsley Michael to check in as well.
Really solid defense there by Lizzie Suter, as we talked about in the pregame show. one of the best defenders in the Frontier League.
Busher double team, has to kick it out to Meter. Meter drives in, forces the shot. She'll be fouled, and she'll get a line for 2 shots. A nice drive there.
Yeah, really nice drive there
from
by
Aubrey Meter.
The sophomore driving in there and absorbing the contact, getting the shot up on the rim.
So the foul will be given to Marissa Richards. That's her first. The team's third. First free throw won't sink in for Meter.
You kind of mentioned, we're a pretty young team, as in we don't have a lot of seniors. And the seniors on Spring Hill, Anna LaPlante, Audrey Harris, and Mackenzie Stewart. The rest are all juniors and younger, so we got a bright future ahead of us. But shout out to those girls playing their last regular season home game here as a part of the Bronco program.
Rodden, nice defense. Can't get the shot down, and we'll end this quarter as the Broncos lead the Cyclones by 2, 9-7. We'll take a quick minute break here and have the second quarter ready for you on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, Broncos up 9-7 as we begin the second quarter of action here from Spring Hill High School. Brendan Bullen alongside my cameraman and color commentator, Curtis Kaiser.
Pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to be here as well. You know, it's a full circle moment for me as my mom, a graduate of Spring Hill back in '98, and also a graduate of Spring Hill High School, is Ottawa Cyclones head coach Matt Schurman. So also probably a good moment for him too to be back here. That's going to be on Lizzie Suter. It's her first. And Foster Nichols to go to the line for 2 shots, already 0 of 2 today, and she sinks her first one. So Foster Nichols up to 3 points in this game. And the second shot off the mark and rebounded by Sydney Busher. Ottawa will go with a full court press. Busher up the left side. Nice pass inside to find Suter. Just can't get the shot there. It's rebounded by Foster Nichols, and she'll go coast to coast here. Already 3 points in this second quarter, and the Cyclones have the lead now.
That's a 4-point swing there. Broncos had an easy one and then gave up an easy one on the other end.
There's Busher. She'll drive in on Keebaugh, throws up a shot. She'll be fouled, and 2 shots for her. And as Emery Keebaugh to collect the foul here. That's her first, and the first for the Cyclones. So it'll be Sydney Busher to the line for 2 shots.
Sydney Busher's tough to handle anywhere on the floor, but especially on that left block, being left-handed there. She gets that. That's her sweet spot down there on that left block, and boy, she'll either finish it or draw contact or both on a pretty consistent basis.
Busher made the first one. Will she get the second? She does not. It'll be rebounded instead by Dylan Nichols. Ottawa pushing the pace quickly here, and Haskins Dietrich will be fouled. It's going to be on the floor, I believe. They'll give this foul to Isla Herman. It's their first, and they'll actually send Dietrich to the line for 2 shots. Dietrich can't get the first one. Cyclones made only 2 free throws in this game. Dietrich can't knock down the other one either. It's rebounded by LaPointe. Herman trying to feed that inside to Busher. It is tipped up by the Cyclones. It'll stay with the Broncos.
Yeah, Cyclones, very active hands on defense. Already tipped the ball out several different possessions. Broncos are going to have to realize that I think the Cyclones are a little bit more athletic, maybe a little more size than what we're used to playing against. It's hard to throw the ball over top. Might have to bounce pass it.
Busher's first shot didn't go, but she sure got the second one in. Busher's got her first basket. She's up to 3 points. Down to 6:20. Nichols hands this off to Richards. Richards will drive in. Kiva swings this over to Nichols, trying to feed it inside to her sister. Foster runs it down. Kick it out to Richards. Catch and shoot 3 from the left corner. Won't go. It's rebounded by Herman. Broncos will go to work quickly here. Nice find from Suter. It's blocked by Nichols. And here comes Kiba. The easy layup goes in for her on the breakaway. That's Kiba's first basket.
It's another one of those 4-point swings there. Sydney thought she had an easy one, but got it blocked there, and looked like she just maybe lost her footing or something there too, which didn't help her lift on the shot.
Busher to the rack and one.
She's like, I'm going to raise your 2 and get an end one.
Sydney Busher said, I'm not going to be denied this time, and goes right up for contact and secures the foul.
Dad joke of the day for you, Brendan. Sydney Busher goes to McDonald's. What's she have?
I don't know.
A double-double. Yes, I just thought of that all on my own. Consistently double-double, one of the highest, one of the best. Point scorers and rebounders and 5A in the state of Kansas. Always watch that leaderboard per week, and she's always top 10 or thereabouts in both categories. So having a solid junior year for us.
Right now, Nichols is blocked on the other end. Here comes Busher. Thought about driving in. Kicks it over to Bond. Now it's back to Busher. She'll shoot it over Kiba. It won't go. It's rebounded by Harikita. Ottawa will slow the tempo here. Like I mentioned, these teams, they're flying on all cylinders. They know this league is on the line, and some playoff implications are on the line too. And there's Marissa Richards to knock down that 3. 2 of 2 shooting today. She's got 5 points. The Broncos will slow the tempo and wait for Coach Hussa to dial up something here. Here's a 3 from Herman. She knocks it down. Iowa Herman. 7 points for her, matching her total from the other day. And here's a steal from the Broncos, and Busher driving in. She'll be fouled by Kiba. I believe the credit to Kiba. I think somebody else came storming in and got her from behind.
Gets tired of us talking about her left hand. She drove right that time and drew the contact.
And it was on Emery Kiba. It's her second and the third on the Cyclones this quarter. Here's Busher at the free throw line to knock down 2 shots. Knocks down the first one. Aubrey Meter and Callie Rodden to substitute in. Busher, second free throw. Rattles off the back iron twice. He rebounded by Kiba.
So far this game, neither program really shooting free throws all that well, but certainly attacking the rim a lot and drawing lots of fouls. So we'll see how that unfolds here as the game goes on.
I mean, you have to credit both student sections. They're making quite a lot of noise, so I'm sure there has to be some sort of distraction implement in there as well.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed by the amount of Ottawa fans here. The fans travel well. Obviously know there's a lot at stake here tonight, and I think from the looks of it right now, Ottawa's got as many students here as Spring Hill does. So we'll see how see if that changes throughout the night. But certainly got a good crowd of red here cheering on the Cyclones.
Dylan Nichols was fouled by Rodden. It's her second, and Dylan Nichols to miss her first free throw. And Suter to check back in. Keyball checks out for the Cyclones. Nichols banks it off the back iron, and it falls through for her. So here come the Broncos the other way. It's Meter. Long throw over to Suter. Goes left. Herman, a three. Why not? She's knocked down one. Why not knock down another?
She can fill a stat sheet up in a hurry. Long-range sniper Isla Herman hit a couple threes for us here early on.
We'll be back here in just a moment on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Back here from Spring Hill High School, 21-16. Broncos lead this thing in the second quarter. We got 3:15 to go in this first half. Curtis Bolin and Curtis Kaiser back alongside you for this pivotal Frontier League matchup game and also the homecoming game as well. I know several schools have had homecoming so far, but this is probably the latest I've seen a homecoming commence here.
Yeah, normally we have homecoming before senior night, but we had senior night last Friday, so for some reason we're doing a little bit different this year. But
Meter thought about pulling up for a three, gets it to Herman. Whole reason Ottawa called the timeout. Knocked down 2 straight threes on 2 straight possessions. Drive inside from Pusher. It's knocked away, a little loose initially there by Dylan Nichols. So the Cyclones will slow the tempo up here, try and get a simple shot to pull up 2 inside from Foster Nichols, initially tipped by Dylan Nichols. And now Spring Hill has a wide open breakaway. It's Aubrey Meter that knocked down that one. Meter's up to 3 points in this one.
Good to see the Broncos finish there. We've missed some easy ones, so it's good to get some of those. That'll help us with the confidence.
Dietrich trying to feed it over to the other side by Hariketa. They're going to say last touched by Suter. It'll stay with the Cyclones, and Margot Todd to check in for Suter.
In shocking news, the Broncos student section disagreed with that. That ball went out of bounds right in front of them.
I mean, they had the best view in the house to watch that, not us.
True.
So
That is true.
Under 2 minutes to play here. Haskins Dietrich. Broncos running a little 2-3 zone. Dietrich burns by Todd. And her layup won't go. It's rebounded by Busher. two inside by Callie Rodden. And now another timeout, I believe, called by the Cyclones. This time it's going to be a full timeout again. Be back here in just a minute on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Minute 25 to go here in the second quarter, and Scherman called his second straight full timeout in this one. Wanting to see better results from his Lady Cyclones, and Hariketa misses a three. So here come the Broncos. They've been hot recently. Herman, another three, wedges it there.
Yeah, Broncos two straight possessions there. Got an easy one. Good job breaking the pressure and keeping their eyes up, and we're able to finish with a couple easy ones at the rim. And Spring Hill retains possession on the ball that got stuck on the rim.
So it's a long throw for Busher. She collects it here. Here's Todd. Picked up top for Herman. She'll post up on Nichols. Tries to drive through. Can't get it to go there. It's rebounded by the Cyclones.
Don't like what I see there. Sydney's limping a little bit. She's been in a boot outside of games, and I think she tweaked it a little bit there on that play. I saw the look on her face. Hopefully she's able to deal with it, but looking a little bit uncomfortable right now.
And she's still putting in a solid workload as she forces Nichols to rope a pass to the other side of the court, and traveling called on the Cyclones.
Well, she's not going to quit. That we know for sure. If it's going to have to be Coach Husson making a decision to take her out and have her looked at, because Sydney's not going to voluntarily do that, I don't think. As tough as it comes.
Down to 20 seconds here for the Broncos. Margot Todd, that's a deep two. Off the mark there, but right there to put it back is Callie Rodden. 4 points for her.
Yeah, Callie Rodden, right place, right time there. He's get an easy one for us.
Nichols, a three. Swishes that one in. And that'll do it from our action-packed second quarter. Your Spring Hill Broncos lead it 27-19. We'll be back here in just a few minutes for our halftime show here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, Colton McKenna, his third touchdown of the game.
It's like in the net, and that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
First Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stills with Payola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
Here on Spring Hill Sports Live, and it's time to bring you our halftime show. And our halftime show is presented to you by Michael Green, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help you customize them, the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-2336. I about said Pale. I'm so used to saying Pale so much, but okay. No. That's okay. Hang on 1 second. Is this better? No. How about this? I got a lot of noise. Oh, yeah.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you know, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to the Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes.
All right, sorry about that. Sorry for audio technical difficulties. Our quick halftime show is brought to you by Michael Grand, Farm Bureau Financial. And what was the recap on the first half for you?
Well, I like the way the Spring Hill Broncos kind of got out there early on, got some easy buckets. They missed a few as well, but and then Ottawa kind of found their groove there in the second quarter, but they're very much a run and gun style of offense, which is not something that our Broncos have played a lot against this year. So I think it's a good matchup so far. Broncos right now have a 27-19 lead. Something to keep an eye on is, I mentioned it there at the end of the first half, that Sydney Busher, I think, maybe tweaked, not sure if it's an ankle or a knee or what she's got going on there, but or something in her foot, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully she's able to play up to her standards, and we'll get the second half started here.
And that was our Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show as we kick off our third quarter here. The Lady Cyclones will start with the ball here. Backing away from Spring Hill High School. Here, Kita, stolen away by Busher. And nice to see her still on the move here. Look at her go. Step back two, inside, over the mark there. Suter trying to fight for the rebound. It'll be Askins Dietrich to come up with it. So here come the Cyclones. Busher pokes that one away. It's stolen away by Addison Bond. So now another turnover for this Lady Cyclones team, 2 in less than a minute.
Yeah, great defensive start here to second half by the Lady Broncos.
And look at Isla Herman. A quick 2 from her. And she led the team in scoring. She had 10 points in that first half. Also followed by Sydney Busher with 6. And then 4 from Callie Ryden and 3 from Aubrey Meter. The Cyclones are led by Foster Nichols with 8 points. And now we've got an injury, and it looks to be Foster Nichols. Glad to see her get up, and she definitely is not.
I hope she's okay. I hate to see that for either team. Obviously that's something that no one can control, but we'll hope that she's okay and able to get back in the game here. You mentioned Isla Herman last year. She really showed some flashes coming in as a freshman and played quite a few minutes for us down the stretch and hit a lot of big shots for a really solid basketball team what the Broncos had. And it took her a few games to get it going this year, but now she's playing as confident as ever and putting the ball in the bucket at a high clip.
There's a 3 from Richard, clanks out of the rim, rebounded by Sydney Busher. So the Broncos to stay with it here. Here's Bond driving the right side, picks it up. Swerving to find space, dumps it down inside to LaPlante. Fadeaway jumper inside, it won't go, rebounded by Henry Keeball. We didn't see much of Anna LaPlante this game. She did score 2 points, but we didn't see much of her take any shots.
Yeah, Anna doesn't shoot the ball a ton on a normal day, but she'll stay down there and get you rebounds, and I don't know what her shooting percentage is, but I bet it's fairly high. She just doesn't shoot it very often. Usually we feed the ball inside to Sydney a lot, and she gets the majority of the shots there, and some of Anna's come off and maybe some misses from Sydney and whatnot, but good effort there by Anna to keep that ball in play.
The Broncos had to save it twice, and they still have the ball in play here as the Suter handing this one off to LaPlante. Finds Bond inside, puts up the 2, banks it in. Addison Bond's got her first basket of the game.
Don't see a lot of that out of Addie Bond. She's a starting point guard there. Backing up sort of on the block with the fadeaway there. That's a tough shot.
Spring Hill, I feel like, they play positions, but they feel like they can play any position based on the way they're fundamentally sound. Ottawa does not make any of their 2 attempts on that run.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We're starting the year. Isla Herman was not a point guard. Now she fills it in off and on with with Eddie Bond, and then we've seen also times throughout the season where Sydney Busher's got a rebound and nobody stopped the ball. So she's really coast to coast there, and so very positionless basketball.
Here's Askins Dietrich the other way. She'll be fouled in an and one. So wonder who this foul is going to be on. We're going to give this to Isla Herman. It's her second, and it's the first foul of the second half. And back to LaPlante, she's shooting 20% from the field and only averages 3 points per game. So not a high shooting percentage, but she's still one of those ones that's not afraid to take shots when necessary.
Now, if she gets an opening, she'll certainly take it, but just as we're talking about, a good rebound right there to get it out to Isla Herman and get the ball up the court and get us into our offense.
Busher having a bit of trouble getting a half court. She does eventually. Here's Meter, pull up 2. A lot of hands in her face. Rebounded by LaPlante. Here's a deep 3 from Sutter. Knocks it down. Yep, they gave her 2. And it was going to be counted as a 2, so.
Just as we talked about, Anna, she had 3 rebounds in 2 possessions there.
Now here's Foster Nichols. Nice to see her back in the game. This is a 3 initially there.
Second timeout, Ottawa.
And Ottawa will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. Be back here in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, 33-21 Broncos with 3:45 to go in the third quarter. We're going back here with you alongside Curtis Kaiser. And stick around for our coverage of the coronation ceremony at the boys' halftime show. And there's a steal and a transition two from Askins Dietrich. She's got 4 in this third quarter. Now Busher has this stolen away, and a foul. It's going to be called. I believe it's going to be on Busher maybe. And it's going to be on Aubrey Meter. It's going to be called for the foul there. That's Spring Hill's third straight turnover, I should say.
Definitely feel the momentum on Ottawa's side here, creating turnovers and see if they can cut into the 10-point Bronco lead here.
Long skip pass over to Harry Kiddo to get this to Nichols. Here's Askins Dietrich, a 3 off the front rim. It's rebounded by the Cyclones, and Richards losing it. It will stay on the Cyclones' side here.
I can't help but feel like we're getting some gifts here from Ottawa. They haven't shot the three ball very well, but they sure shoot them in volume. See if we can get a big stop on defense here.
Ottawa, not to be mistaken with Baldwin, is probably one of the more three-point shooting teams in the Frontier League, and now a foul underneath. Marissa Richards to go to the line for 2 shots. Foul's going to be on Isla Herman. That's number 3 for her. And the third foul of the quarter for Spring Hill. So Richards to the line for 2 shots. The first one circles in and out. Now a substitution for the Broncos. Margot Todd to check in momentarily. And the second one knocked down by Richards, and now 2 substitutions to come into the game. So Margot Todd checks in, and Richards checks out, and Ottawa will substitute back in, I believe, Emery Keyball. Spring Hill makes it across half court. Here's Busher underneath, instantly almost quadruple team there. Rodden pulls the 2. It won't go, rebounded Busher. Margot Todd, that's a deep 2. Can't knock it down either, rebounded by Askins Dietrich. Nichols is going to be swung around right back inside for Dora Nichols. She started with the ball initially and had it swung all the way around back to her and gets the nice layup underneath there. Ottawa is now down by 8. Here's Todd. Traveling called on the Broncos. And Ottawa is definitely feeling the momentum shift in their favor here.
A little surprised Hussa didn't call a timeout there. Looked like she kind of reached for the board, thought maybe she was going to call one there, but thought better of it.
Now Ottawa, a pass way over the head. They'll turn it over. And Addison Bond to check in for Lizzie Suter. And the Broncos get the ball back here after the Ottawa turnover. Busher. Todd puts it up off the glass, just a bit too strong there, rebounded by Emery Keyball. And now it's stolen away by Busher. And oh my goodness! Foul called there. That's going to be on Askins Dietrich for a push.
Got her money's worth on that one. Good effort there by Sydney.
There's definitely some extra contact there that I don't feel was very necessary at all. Whether it was intentional or on purpose, intentional or on accident, I don't think there was any place for that contact whatsoever. And here's Busher. And on Sydney Busher. How about it, folks?
That tells you her impact on the game here. Stole the ball, got her knocked away from her, recovered, got tackled on the floor, come down, got the ball on the block, scored through contact with an and one. Love it.
And Busher to complete the and one. Can't knock it down there, and nice chase down from Rodden. And that's Meter underneath, can't get it to go there. And now another foul.
They got Aubrey Meter there. Great look by Callie. Aubrey just couldn't get it in the bucket, and then I think she fouled trying to get the rebound. Coach is talking her up here, giving her some confidence, little pep talk.
That's Meter's second foul and the Broncos' fourth, so another one would send Ottawa to the line on any foul here.
No team has any real foul trouble to speak of. I think the only one with 3 Wolf.
And that's a travel there on Busher as she felt the pressure from Askins Dietrich chasing her down.
Sorry to say Wolf on the air. That's a tactic that coaches teach you. If you got somebody coming from behind, yell Wolf for your teammate. Got carried away there.
And there's a nice also play from Askins Dietrich, who she missed the easy layup underneath, but nice of her to just stay strong and manage to chase down and force a turnover there. And now Ottawa's going to force a turnover as I believe that was Richards. Yeah, it was Richards that lost control of the ball as Keyball tried to swing it to her on the right side.
A couple careless turnovers over Ottawa. Got to be stronger with the ball than that. We'll see if the Broncos hold for one here to close out the third quarter.
We got 30 seconds here. Rodden thought about the cut to Meter, kicks it out. Bond for 2, won't go. It's rebounded by Nichols, and Margot Todd definitely reached in there.
Yeah,
And collects a foul.
Well, 2 shots down here for Ottawa.
That's Margot Towns first, and Dylan Nichols to the line to shoot 2. It'll be Dylan Nichols to the line here. Nichols 2 of 4, 50% from the line today. Makes the first one, and here's a real statistic for you, Curtis. She's shot 2 free throws every quarter now, up to this point. Can't knock down the second. And a jump ball is called. It'll stay with the Broncos.
Yeah, we've got to learn to stay out of the corner there. They put herself in no man's land.
Oh, a tight pass there from Busher to try and get it to Suter. They'll say last touched by Foster Nichols, so it'll stay with the Broncos here still. And now you're down to 11.7 seconds. What are we thinking here, Curtis?
Well, I think if you can get it, we've got Isla Herman on the bench, so I think you're going to run your offense through Sydney.
And now Rodden's fouled. I believe that's Foster Nichols who will collect that one.
That's only the 3rd team foul, so they got another free one here before maybe that's their strategy is to get it to 4 and use up the clock in the meantime.
That was on Nichols. That's her first and the 3rd foul on Ottawa.
But I would think you try to look for something for Sydney here around the painted area, or maybe get Aubrey Meter or Lindsay Suter a little jump shot.
Arkita checks in for the Cyclones. And Bond was read well there by Askins Dietrich. And trying to feed it inside off the run from Richards. It'll go out of bounds. So the Bronco, well, actually we'll say.
They're saying Callie touched it, I guess.
They're saying Callie touched it, okay. Down to 1. Nichols loses it. And we'll go to the 3rd quarter. Broncos up 35-27. Oh, they will come back in the last quarter of action on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to our last quarter of action here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Brendan Bowen and Curtis Kaiser alongside. Yes. We're prepared for the last quarter of action here on Spring Hill Sports Live. And it's like Spring Hill's AD had to mop up something on the court there. Oh, somebody spilled their water.
Get a shot of Clay Fregon earning his salary here. Well done there, Clay. Clay was a long-time girls basketball coach here. I think it was 20 years. Had over 200 wins.
Class of 2000 graduate from the very own Spring Hill High School.
I'm liking your Spring Hill knowledge. It's good.
Well, I mean, when you're the son of a Spring Hill grad, I mean.
There you go.
Dad unfortunately picked a 5A school in Basel Linwood, so. So now we begin the fourth quarter of play here. Nichols trying to drive on Busher as to try and force it over to her sister Dylan, and it's stolen away by Addison Bond. Spring Hill will mesh into their offense here. Herman wide out of three. Wide open, can't knock it down. Nichols last touched it, will stay with the Broncos under the basket.
Well, that shot was everywhere but down by Ella Herman.
Bond long through up top for Suter. Herman pulls another one off the back iron. Nice rebound by Sydney Busher and gets it to go there.
As good a 1-2 punch as there is in 5A of the state of Kansas.
The best 1-2 punch. And now another turnover for the Cyclones here. Bond steals this one away again. And now Spring Hill will slowly be able to cross half court here. Bond, a nice find. She'll be found underneath by Dylan Nichols, and 2 shots at the line for Addison Bond. And that's Dylan Nichols, her third, so definitely has to be careful here if you're Matt Sherman. So the first free throws for Spring Hill since the first half. Actually, correction, excuse me. Oh, no, I'm wrong. We have the and one from Sydney Busher.
Yep.
So Bond knocks down the first one. Yeah. Okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah, I apologize for the audio issues here. We got some feedback in our headsets here, trying to figure it out. I hope everybody can hear us okay.
It's just going to be a little rough sailing. We'll hopefully have that reset for you by the end of this game. And now another straight turnover for the Cyclones. Up to 9 in the second half. Across their total from 6 in the first half.
Yeah, you got to credit the Bronco defense for some of that too, but Ottawa's been a little loose with the ball. I'm not valuing it as much as they did in the first half there. They're going to have to get some stops here, down by 12.
This Bronco defense has been one of the toughest in the league. Ottawa's never really had any issues handling the ball up until this game. Where also you do have to credit Bronco defense here. And Harlan tried to pull up a 2 there, and then jump ball will be called, trying to vie for that rebound, so it'll stay with the Broncos here. Addison Bond to call the play.
At the risk of sounding like a broken record, another one of those plays that doesn't really show up in the stat very much. Sydney is the one that gave the bounce pass to the guard, cut to the back at the basket, and then she crashed hard and was able to get a tie-up for the loose ball.
And after Herman shot it, pinballed off the foot, and everyone was trying to scramble to dive down and get it, but it will just roll out of bounds, and it'll be Ottawa's ball. Down to 6:15 to go here in this ball game. And this game is for the Frontier League title, as losing team will drop to a 2-loss record as Richards, a nice fadeaway 2 inside. And now a foul.
I don't know if you could see that I was starting to pan my camera there, but it looked like Ella Herman might have got rolled up on a little bit there. I hope she's okay.
It's Nichols' second foul and the 1-2 punch. But also it's nice to see that Busher was moving a little better after she got her foot tweaked there a little bit. And I don't know if the whistles are for.
I think it's a timeout.
Oh, timeout called by Coach Husso and the Broncos. It's a full timeout, and we'll take a minute for a commercial break here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Being a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation is about making a difference in a child's life to ensure they will have every opportunity to succeed in the classroom and beyond. My name is Dr. Bart Gehring, and I have been a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation for 25 years.
Welcome back to our coverage of Bronco basketball here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill up 10. If they can keep this lead, the Frontier League title will be theirs. And I think it'll be an impressive one for Coach Hussa in her second year as the Broncos head coach. Charge called. I believe that was Sydney Busher, so it's going to go with the Cyclones here. That's Busher's second. So here come the Lady Cyclones, looking for a basket. Haskins Dietrich start screening it around here. And Kiva trying to get it back to Haskins Dietrich. It'll go over her head, and there's no reaching for that one. It's going to go right back with the Broncos here.
Yeah, Broncos with a 39-29 lead here with 5:23 to go. Facing some pressure here by Ottawa.
Ottawa more known to bring that pressure often, and now Busher has that stripped away from her. And here comes Haskins Dietrich. To the rack she goes, misses that one. Back to Harakita, and she gets the and one. So Haskins Dietrich misses the initial basket there.
Good hustle defense by Ottawa. You know, perfect scenario. You probably don't have Sydney Busher bringing the ball down the court, but she saw an opening and she took it. And traveling here. So Sydney took the ball to the court and got it stolen from her, and then got an end one down on this end. It's another one of those plays that you don't like to see, but missed the free throw and then gave the ball back to us here.
And now Spring Hill loses the ball here as well, and now there's a fight for it as Nichols got dogpiled by at least 3 Spring Hill ladies there.
Yeah, I think Spring Hill was trying to stay off of being on top of her.
So it'll be Cyclone ball onto the basket.
Ottawa's getting lots of opportunities here. They got to capitalize if they're going to stay in this game.
Haskins Dietrich misses the free.
Good decision there by Lizzie Suter to not push the ball there. Just pull it out and run your offense. Good screen there by Anna LaPlante. Back to the defender down the lane, and Sydney Busher took advantage.
And a nice screen there from Suter, and Busher had wide open room to just power dribble right through and puts up the easy layup there. 4 points in the quarter for her. Haskins Dietrich wide open. She'll put up a shot and gets that one. Her first basket in quite some time. Spring Hill to quickly push the ball up the other side. If you're Spring Hill, you got to stay on the same page with each other. Any turnover will be a golden gift for this Lady Cyclones team, and they're going to get 5 for a travel there. So both teams will make substitutions here as Addison Bond and LaPlante to check out of the game. And Rodden and Meter to check in for the Broncos. Haskins Dietrich has to collect it, throws it up and can't get that basket.
Felt like she might have got away with a walk there.
And Haskins Dietrich to collect a foul.
Again, you got your Sydney is certainly capable, but you got your 5, your center bringing the ball up the court, and everybody else turns and runs down the court. You got to stay to help her.
So Busher right to Herman. Breaks through, bump from behind, pull up 2 from the free throw line, knocks it down. Ewa Herman. The Broncos extend the lead to 10 with 3:23 to go. Haskins Dietrich drives in. That's going to be a charge.
Good job there, Sydney. She was certainly set. Good call by the official, but kudos to Sydney for standing in there and taking the contact. Creating the turnover. Bronco basketball.
It's the third foul on Haskins Dietrich. Now Herman with it. Pressured by Harakita and Marissa Richards, and got across half court here. They do. Herman left side for Suter. Dumps it down to Sydney Busher. Just a tad bit over the line, or actually,
she got fouled.
She got fouled there, yeah. I thought she stepped over the line, but I think she did get pushed in the back there. Yes, they will call this one on Marissa Richards. It's her second, and that's the 15th foul on the Cyclones, so it'll send the Broncos to the line, and Sydney Busher to be the one shooting 2. And she knocks down the first. And the second one, no good for Busher. And Ottawa just trying to push the pace here. They don't got much time. They're down 11 now. Richards missed the first shot. Ottawa to stay with it.
Cyclones certainly done a good job on the offensive glass here this second half. Just not getting the shots to fall, but they've had a plethora of opportunities.
And that's also led by Richards, trying to chase down both her shots. She got the first one, could have knocked down the 2, and then just couldn't knock down the 3.
Broncos here, no need to rush anything. 2:40 to go, 11-point lead. Anytime you get fouled, you're going to the free throw line.
Meter kicks it to Suter. Meter trying to feed a tough needle there. It's going to force a turnover. Here comes Haskins Dietrich. Won't get that one, and Dylan Nichols is now fouled, and Rodden quickly trying to help Dylan Nichols up as she got scared that she'd probably get called for a flagrant there.
Lizzie Suter with the foul. 13 foul on the Broncos.
Nichols knocks down the first.
And this is what you don't want if you're the Broncos, giving the Cyclones an opportunity to score with the clock stopped.
And Nichols knocks them both down. Broncos up 9. Got near 2 minutes to go. Meter pull up 2. Circles out of the rim, and a foul called on the Broncos.
See, that favors the Cyclones there. I think Coach Hess is probably going to say we don't need to push that. Is it a good shot? Yes, but we can also run clock and make a better decision there. But we'll see here. See if that comes back to bite us. 9-point lead for the Broncos. 2 minutes to go.
We're closing in on 2 minutes here. Like you mentioned, a 9-point lead for the Broncos. Just trying to hang on, and looks like they're running a 3-2 zone here, or a 2-1-2, I should say.
Got Kyle Rodden with her 4th foul here.
That's foul on Rodden for her 4th, and it will send the Cyclones in the double bonus as well. And Hessel will send in Emery Feeback, the sophomore. Dylan Nichols misses her first free throw, and in comes Emery Feeback.
Just looking at the floor right now for the Broncos, you've got a junior, sophomore.
Nichols knocks down the second one. And Meter is fouled by Richards. Richards is 3rd, I believe. It is her third and deep, so it'll be Aubrey Meter to shoot 2 with 1:47 to go in this game. Now Askins Dietrich to go back and talk with Coach Skirman. Meter knocks down the first one. Meter averaging 4 points a game, and she's got 4 points in this one. She can make it 5 with this free throw here, and she does. 3 for 2 at the line, and that's exactly what the Broncos need. And Richards trying to collect it. We'll say last poked by Sydney Busher, so it'll stay with the Lady Cyclones here. And like you mentioned, there's a lot of young talent on this Lady Broncos side, especially out on the floor right now. You have to be thinking that it's going to be exciting for Coach Hussa next year.
Absolutely. You don't want to discount Anna LaPlante and Mackenzie Stewart and Audrey Harris, obviously being seniors this year, but we got a young nucleus here. All will hopefully be back next year as well. So yeah, it'll be an exciting time, and even that sophomore class this year has got a couple of three very talented girls on the floor right now. So looking forward to watching them play for the next few years.
And Richards will pick up her 4th foul, and it'll be Meter again to shoot 2. Misses the first one. 1:34 left. Broncos up 10. If you're Ottawa, you don't want to freak out necessarily. You want to stay calm and collected as Meter knocks down the second free throw. Just try and get in a quick basket and then force Spring Hill to knock down free throws. Foster Nichols a free. That won't do it for her. Isla Herman to dribble the clock down. Meter trying to dribble on Richards. Got to be careful. She's got 4 fouls. Feedback long throw over the Suter. Now it's back to Meter inside, and she'll dribble out of the trouble there. Ottawa staying high and tight on Herman and Meter. And Richards is going to foul out of this game as she picks up her 5th. Richards finishes the night with 6 points. It'll be Meter again for the 3rd straight time to shoot 2 free throws.
I believe I saw a smile on Coach Huss's face there. Maybe sensing that barring a miraculous comeback here, the Broncos have a good chance to, I believe, repeat as Frontier League champs.
And Coach Hussa, in her 2nd year, has won back-to-back Frontier League titles. And I don't want to curse it now, but it looks to be that way. We'll step aside for just a minute after the timeout was called.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, 49.9 seconds to go here. Meter knocks down the first free throw. And Audrey Harris and
Mackenzie Stewart coming in the game.
Stewart, yeah.
As 2 of the 3 seniors.
Meter can't knock down the second free throw, and a nice effort there by Feebeck. Initially be stolen away by the Cyclones. Haskins Dietrich gets the easy 2 there. And Broncos to call a 30-second timeout, up 10, and I'm going to stay here with you, Curtis. Never mind, we're going to take a timeout here. This audio is really bad here, so I'll take a quick timeout here.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live. And Ottawa just fouled here, so you can see they call this on. It's going to be on Foster Nichols. It's her third. And Margot Todd to shoot 2 shots at the line. Here's the first from Todd. Off the back iron. And if you're Todd, you want to knock this down and have quick defense back. She misses the second one as well. Now here come the Cyclones. No quit and none. And out of bounds, we'll say.
Tipped off Margot there.
Tipped off Margot Todd, so it'll stay with the Cyclones here. Now you're down to 24.4 seconds. Foster Nichols to inbound it. Swung around here. Dylan Nichols, kick out. Foster for 3. Knocks it down. And Todd gets the inbound from Sydney Busher here. She'll try and dribble the other side on Dietrich. Has to get it to Sydney Busher. And now, this is going to do it here. Ochoa and the Lady Broncos repeats as the Frontier League champions. And it's an astounding 48-41 victory for the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Ottawa Cyclones for giving us a good battle here. We knew going in, 2 very talented groups. Both young, I think, as well, with some of their star players. And so, good game as we expected. Proud of the Spring Hill Lady Broncos to repeat as Frontier League champions.
Spring Hill will improve to 14-6 as they finish the year 9-1 in the Frontier League, and Ottawa will drop to 15-5 and 9-2 in the Frontier League as well. And we're going to head straight to our post-game show, and our post-game show is presented to you by Shoemaker Collision Repair and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. And Curtis, your thoughts on the game?
Well, you know, again, both programs had a lot going on in this game, or a lot to play for in this game. Obviously, you want to end your regular season on a winning note, but both teams having a chance to go in for the Frontier League title speaks to the types of seasons that they both had. And you know, the Spring Hill Broncos, as I mentioned earlier, did not start the season particularly well, but they end the regular season on an 11-game winning streak, which is pretty spectacular when you think about the quality of teams that we play, both in the Frontier League as well as the Wellsville Top Gun tournament that the girls were able to win earlier this year. So, you know, hats off to both programs, but you got to be super excited for Coach Hussa to repeat. You know, you mentioned been here 2 years and it's got 2 Frontier League titles to show for it. So I think that speaks to the quality of coach that she is, and the girls buying into her program, and really excited to see what Sub-State happens, you know, next week. With the record the girls have, we should host a game. I don't know the opponents or the dates yet, but we should have another home game here. and excited for that one to see what can take place.
And we're now going to give our player of the game, and our player of the game is brought to you by Prudential Financial Share Serum Financial Professional. Achieving your financial goals is a team sport. Call today 913-592-5575. The Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey. And who would you give your player of the game to, Curtis?
You can alternate Sidney Busher and Isla Herman any game you want, but as it comes down to almost every game, those two do the bulk of the scoring for us. Sidney obviously will make sure that her foot or her ankle is okay. I'm kind of torn here. If we could have co-players of the game would be my vote. What are your thoughts?
I think we can do that as well. Give it to,
there's nobody here to tell us we can't, so let's do that.
Sidney Busher finishes with 11, and Isla Herman finishes with 14 on the night. And now we're going to give our absolute player of the game presented to you by Absolute Painting. From fresh coat of paint to finishing your cabinets, they do it all. This time of year, Absolute turns indoors with incredible interior paint specials. Call for your free quotes at 878-533-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. And honestly, I'm thinking of giving plays of the game where the Isla Herman's back-to-back pointers. I think those were astounding points in the first half.
Yep, I agree
with the Broncos. So I mentioned rattled off Isla Herman and Sidney Busher. Herman with 14, Busher with 11. I'll give you the other scores. Aubrey Meter finishes with 7. 4 points from Callie Rodden and Addison Bond, and then 2 points from Anna LaPlante. And then from the Lady Cyclones, they were led in scoring by Dylan Nichols with 12. Her sister Foster comes in behind at 11. 8 points from Leah Askins-Dietrich, the freshman. 6 points from Marissa Richards, and 2 points each from Peyton Harakita and Emery Keeball. And then the turnover margins. Spring Hill definitely won that one. They had 17 turnovers total. Both teams were pretty deep, dicey in the second half with turnovers.
I couldn't hear you there, sorry.
Both teams were a little dicey with turnovers in the second half.
Yeah, you got to take care of the ball. These games now getting into sub-state, the style of play is only going to get more and more tough, and you got to value the basketball at every possession. Both teams had their moments tonight to turn the ball over, but I think, overall you got to like the aggressiveness that both teams came out with, and if you're aggressive like both teams are, you're going to have some of those turnovers, but yeah, going forward, certainly both teams are going to have to tighten that up if they're going to be successful in the sub-state.
And that'll do it for our girls coverage here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We're going to step aside for a few moments and take care of our audio. We'll be back with our presentation of the boys game here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Don't go anywhere, folks. Spring Hill Broncos, back-to-back Frontier League champions. As Coach Hussa in her second year, having a great coaching career so far here at Spring Hill. Be back in just a few minutes, folks.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Alright, hi folks, we do apologize for missing the starting lineups for both teams, but we're back here and playing here from Spring Hill High School. Bringing the ball alongside Curtis Kaiser here, and Curtis, hopefully you're hearing me a little better.
Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss a little bit, but we're going to do our best. We're going to apologize to
viewers out there if I sound like I am sick or I'm talking in a tin can. I'm really not, but that's what it sounds like in my own headset. Sometimes technology is great when it works, but it doesn't always work. So I apologize for that. Looking forward to a good matchup here between the Ottawa Cyclones and the Spring Hill Boys Broncos.
And a nice basket there from Owen Blaine. And we're tied up here 2-2. Now a minute removed in this one. Here's Brady Kaiser trying to drive in. Kid up top to Ryan Jackson. He's being swung around here. Here's Bond trying to drive in. They're going to get him. They're going to get a push called on the Cyclones here. I'm going to call this one on Cody Rivers, the 5'11 senior. It's his first and the first foul of the game for both teams.
So recap the starting lineup here for the Broncos. You've got Ryan Jackson, a junior. You've got Jordan Miller, I believe number 2 is a sophomore. Number 3. And you've got Chase Bond, a senior, number 5. James Allen, a senior, number 13. And then Brady Kaiser, a senior, number 20.
And a turnover early for the Broncos. So here come the Cyclones. And a nice basket there by McCullough, and the second chance for him, it'll fall. So Aiden McCullough, son of Coach Clifton McCullough. And a foul, there's a block. Ball will go underneath the Broncos here. Nice drive from Miller, but trying to find Bond underneath and almost an and one there. That'd be for number 11, that's Rivers. The foul's going to be on Ryan Jackson, 6'1" junior. And 2 shots at the line for Cody Rivers now.
Yeah, the Spring Hill Broncos here, the start of the season, maybe not like they had hoped. Took a while to get in the win column, but 7-3 in our last 10 games, so really coming together at the right time here. So been playing pretty good ball lately, so hopefully we can close out with a win here tonight.
Rivers misses them both. So here come the Broncos, and a foul called on Carter Hetner. Just got into his body too much of Ryan Jackson there. So Carter Hetner will pick up his first foul. And there's his brother Caleb Hetner guarding Ryan Jackson on the inbounding. Gets this one to Brady Kaiser. Spring Hill just playing some quick, fluid offense here. Dumped inside down to Baker. Bonk out about a 3, pulls up from 2, will not go. Rebounded by the Cyclones. Cole foul up the 3, drives, pull up J inside, won't go. Rebounded by the Broncos.
Very good team defense there by the Broncos. 4 people there within, able to grab that rebound, so good box out, good way to secure the rebound.
And a long throw from Miller, and Kaiser going to have to chase that down, but that's going to be a backcourt violation and a turnover for the Broncos, their third.
Yeah, you have 3 turnovers in 3 minutes. It's going to be a long night. Going to have to tighten that up here as the game goes on.
So Peyton McAvoy, the 6-foot sophomore, to check in for the Broncos, as Jordan Miller the head of the bench. Here's Blaine. Hetner to McCullough, now it's back to Carter Hetner. He'll pull the trigger and knocks it down. Carter Hetner has a 3 to go there. Ottawa leads by 5. There's Kaiser under a lot of pressure, trying to get this one to Jackson up top. It was poked away there by Caleb Hetner. And That'll be Cole McGrath and Miguel Perez to check in for the Cyclones, and Carter Hetner and Cody Rivers check out of the game. And for the Cyclones, they've got a lot to play for. If you win this game, you win the Frontier League. So how important is it for Ottawa to win this game here?
Well, obviously, like I said, just with the girls game, anytime you have an opportunity to win a championship, especially in a league as tough as the Frontier League, you got a lot on the line, so you got to bring it all and leave it all out on the court, and obviously be big for the program to close it out with a win here tonight. We'll see if the Broncos can play spoiler like the girls did earlier.
So Blaine and Caleb Hebner can't connect there. Ottawa has their first turnover. There's a three there. That's from Peyton McAvoy.
Peyton McAvoy is certainly a capable three-point shooter. Got knocked out a big shot right there. Broncos down by 2, 7-5.
Blaine, a nice fadeaway jumper down low. Blaine's got 4 in this first quarter. Here's Lacey. Left side for Ezra Baker. Here's Allen. Has it popped up. It falls right into the hands of Jackson. Now it's Lacey. Kick out. Another 3 for McAvoy. No. Rebounded by the Cyclones, and McGrath trying to go to work. His shot won't fall. Jackson pump fakes. Now drives left. Lacey, deep 3. Won't go there. Rebounded by Nicola. Here come the Cyclones. Blaine gets this to McGrath now. Miguel Perez to reset the offense for the Cyclones here. 2:30 to go in this first quarter. Nice find from McCullough to find a wide open Miguel Perez underneath. And Spring Hill to call a 30-second timeout. And we'll take one with him. We'll be back here in just a moment on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Let me try. Okay, now we're good. Sorry about that, folks. 2 substitutions to come into the game, and Chase Bond called for a foul. And I would have this one under the basket. Perez a long throw to McCullough. That's going to be almost stripped away there by Cooper Galbini. There's a whistle blown and there's a foul.
Yeah, good hustle there by Cooper. We kind of talked about the girls and how they maybe have a plethora of youth on the team. The boys is kind of the opposite. We got 6 seniors on the team, which play a lot of minutes. Obviously, we've got sophomore Jordan Miller and Peyton McAvoy, and junior Ryan Jackson that play a fair amount of minutes. But very heavy senior boys basketball team, and I want to give a quick shout out to Evan Brown as well. He would have been a big player for us this year. Got injured in football and was not able to play. But he's been a great teammate all season, making the practices and team dinners and doing all those things. So hopefully he'll come back next year, his senior year, and have a big year for us.
So the first shot from Bond wouldn't go there. Now Spring Hill would collect it back here. Bond, a long throw to the other side of the court.
Offense is just out of sorts here.
There's Kaiser. Shot for Bond. Pull up two from McAvoy. Knocks it down. Peyton McAvoy's got 5 in his first quarter. An impressive quarter from the sophomore, Curtis.
Yeah, he's come in and he's another one that can put the ball in the bucket pretty quickly. Kind of a streaky shooter, but when he is on, he is tough to guard, and hopefully that trend continues here tonight.
There's a long three from Caleb Hettner. Fell back into the hands of McGrath, and McGrath, the second chance basket will go for him.
I think Coach Bouchard's getting frustrated down here on lack of rebounding on the defensive end, giving up too many second chance opportunities to the Cyclones.
So far, 3 of the baskets have been off the second chance boards for the Cyclones in this first quarter. Clock down to 20 here. Bond sets up the offense here. Comes McGrath, he'll drive, pump fakes. A tough layup there from Chase Bond. After 2 initial misses, he's got the third one. Now here come the Cyclones. McGrath, the 3, won't go there. That'll do it for the first quarter. Be back here in just a moment on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here with second quarter action here from Spring Hill High School. We're alongside Curtis Kaiser. We do apologize for the dicey audio here. We're a little mix-up or whatever in our system, but we're going to try our best to make this stream the best as possible for you fans. So hopefully you're hearing us decently and you can manage to ignore the sounds of us sounding like we're in a tin can at least, is what Curtis says. And Chase Bond made a basket earlier. After 2 misses, he's got it. His first basket attempt in the second quarter.
Now that's Chase Bond, bread and butter move there. He's a slasher. He can shoot the 3, but he would prefer to put the ball on the floor and drive to the basket and finish through contact a lot of times. Able to get a big shot for us right there.
McGrath can't finish through contact. It's rebounded by Jordan Miller. There's Brady Kaiser. Mixed up you and your son's name, my bad. Bond and one! Chase Bond!
I feel like I just called that, didn't I? That's what he likes to do. He likes to put the ball on the floor and drive and play through contact, and he's been doing that more and more as the season went on. And he's a big part of the reason why we won 7-3 in our last 10 games, and he's showing you what he's capable of right there.
Maybe you could replace Tony Romo. I mean, can't get much worse, right? Timeout called on the floor, and we'll take a timeout with him. Spring Hill back in front, 14-13.
Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit gobrawly.com to learn more.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, Ottawa ball under the basket after the last completion of the and one from Chase Bond. Spring Hill now back in front, 14-13 after a nice little run from the Broncos. Caleb Hetner spins, can't get the shot to go for him, and Rivers going to be pushed in the back. I believe they're going to get a foul to the Broncos here.
We had position on there. I'm not sure what they're calling, but once again, my opinion doesn't matter. But
and this foul's going to be on Brady Kaiser. It's his first. Deep three. Hetner knocks it down. So brother like brother knocking down three-pointers in this game. And it's the first basket for Caleb Hetner. And now turnover underneath the basket for the Broncos. And here comes Carter Hetner. Long throw to his brother Caleb. Brother to brother, catch and shoot three from Carter Hetner. After it rattles down the rim a while, they won't go for it. It's rebounded by James Allen. Broncos a slower paced offense here, but still pretty efficiently moving the ball here. Nice find from Allen to Kaiser. Can't get the first shot to go, and then while trying to save it, won't work there, so Cyclones to come away with it.
yeah, not sure you want your 5'9" point guard down there amongst the trees trying to finish, but that's where Brady found himself. He was able to at least get it up on the backboard, but couldn't get it to fall.
Fadeaway for Blaine, knocks it down. What a shot, Owen Blaine. So Cyclones now back in front by 4. Oh, they give this to Bond now. Ryan Jackson. Brady Kaiser swings this one over to Jordan Miller. Looks like they're running a little, what my coach used to call grapevine, and oh, what a shot! Chase Bond! 3 straight two-point baskets, and that's his second straight basket with an and one opportunity.
Chase is a man on a mission tonight, playing his last regular season home game. Played a lot of varsity minutes over the years, played a lot as a sophomore, started as a junior, and starts as a senior. Good to see him go out here tonight, having a good game here so far in the first half.
And Bond can't get his and one, but look at him, gets his own rebound. What a finish, Chase Bond. 8 points in this second quarter, and now McCullough wants another timeout. As Spring Hill, after being down 4 just a minute ago, ties this back up at 18. Be back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, 4:42 left to go here in this second quarter. Brendan Bowen and Curtis Kaiser here with you. It is called the second game of our doubleheader here from Spring Hill High School. Don't forget at halftime, or after this quarter I should say, we have our court link ceremony. Don't know how the audio will be on that one, but hopefully it's at least decent for you guys to hear, so stick around for that. Elijah Lacey trying to go up with a finish there. It's going to be rebounded by Nicola. Cyclones quick to work here. Nice passing. Miguel Perez can't knock down that three. They knocked it off of each other. It was Nicola and I believe Cole McGrath knocked it off of each other there. Will be Spring Hill basketball. And I think Ottawa wanted to try and knock it off of Spring Hill player, but I don't think that was the right idea they had in mind there.
They might have had a shot if one of them would have stayed inbounds, but when they both jump out of bounds, they ended up knocking it off each other, and we got James Allen going up strong here and going to foul.
So James Allen was fouled on the shot. It's going to be on Carter Hetner. That's his second. That's the second Cyclone with 2 fouls to their name. So James Allen, like you mentioned, going to the line for 2 shots. First one falls out for him.
Free throws are going to struggle for us this year as a team. Not shooting probably as good as Coach Bouchard would like.
Allen knocks down the second one, and he actually leads the team in free throw percentage, shooting 78% at the charity stripe this season so far, as he now puts the Broncos in front by just a point. So here comes Miguel Perez up the floor.
I think Coach Bouchard's probably got it. I mean, he may not act like it right now, but if you think about it, we've not played our very good clean basketball game yet, and we still have a 1-point lead, so you kind of got to like where you're at here, but you got to continue to put the foot on the gas here and see if we can get a good shot up here on this possession.
Elijah Lacey thought about the three, drives in, kicks it out to Jordan Miller, but just couldn't quite thread the needle, and now he's trying his best to make a nice effort there on defense, but the Cyclones will come away with it across the other side of the floor.
Yeah, Jordan Miller's had a really good year for us. See, like, he wasn't on my radar when the season started. Like I said, he's just a sophomore. But as the season has progressed here, he's really developed into a solid defender. I think he either picks or gets chosen to guard the team's best players, typically night in and night out, and does a very good job for us. So, again, just a sophomore, so looking forward to having him in the Bronco uniform for the next couple of years. Solid basketball player with a bright future.
So McAvoy steals that one away, and Spring Hill almost having a dicey time trying to get it across half court, but they eventually do. Here's a three from the right corner. That's Jackson. This shot won't fall. Broncos stay with it here, and they're going to get Jordan Miller for a travel.
You know, as a fan, I just don't see those a lot. You don't. And I'm not saying it just because of Spring Hill. It's across the board. I feel like sometimes the officials anticipate a travel, kind of like sometimes they anticipate contact. But again, my opinion doesn't matter, so I digress.
And there's a quick two down low from Aiden McCullough. McCullough is one of those gritty players that loves to set the tone for the Cyclones. Only a sophomore, and he's led this team quite well. And now steal from Cole McGrath, and Ottawa will quickly push this up the floor. McCullough again inside. He's going to get called for a charge there. And the energy in this gym is incredible.
Chase Bond making his presence felt on both the offensive and defensive end of the floor here.
And Brady Kaiser checking in for Elijah Lacey. Lacey 0 for 2 on the outside so far. So here's the Broncos to work. Bond hands this to McAvoy. McAvoy trying to get this on the other end to Kaiser. Is tipped up by Caleb Hetner, so it'll stay with the Broncos here. It'll be Chase Bond to throw it in.
Just like we talked about with the girls, Ottawa's got very active hands on the defensive end, trying to throw over top of them. They do a lot of tip passes. And
you feel Ottawa's boys does the same?
Yeah, I think it's whatever they're coaching there, it's working because it's both programs get their hands on the ball pretty awesome in the passing lane here.
There's a three from McAvoy. Can't get that one there. Rebounded and tiptoed by Nicola. So here comes Perez into the lane. Shot won't count. They're going to call a blocking foul on the Broncos, so it'll go into the basket for a throw-in here. They're going to call this on Brady Kaiser. That's his second. And the second on the Broncos. Jace Morning to throw it in. Young freshman's got a solid amount of minutes for the Cyclones team, and it's going to go the other way. So kicked off at least two shoes of the Broncos.
A little bit of soccer going on there. Or football, depending on where you're from.
Well, I think both teams have made it seem like we're playing rugby. And a turnover there for the Broncos, just not on the same page passing-wise. That's turnover number 9 for the Broncos. Ottawa up to 7. I think the referees are blowing the whistle. I think they're saying
substitution here.
Wait for my command to substitute.
Well, the official gave the ball on this end, gave the ball to the players, so you can't be on the players' fault there. Got the officials got to be in sync with one another as well.
Down to under a minute here in this ball game. Cyclones lead by 1. Perez feeds it down to Rivers, and now McGrath has to scoop it up to the top. Morning's got that shot blocked. And here comes Ezra Baker. Loses the ball there, and now a fight for it. They're going to call a jump ball.
Yeah, again, Ezra he's a senior. He's got to recognize that he needs to pull it out there. Didn't have numbers. They were playing at a deficit there. You just got to be strong at the ball and get out on the perimeter and get yourself into your offense.
Allen and Kaiser to check in, and out goes Ezra Baker and number 15, Cooper Dalbini. So it's Bronco basketball into the basket. They got 23.3 seconds. Kaiser throws it in to James Allen. And now they'll sit up top here. Kaiser to run the last play for the Broncos. Poker left, now goes to his right. Perez pokes that away out of bounds. Last touch by Miguel Perez. That shoot up 10 seconds of clock there. A little over 10 seconds.
Which I think Spring Hill was okay with. Just looked like there was some contact there as well, but
this time it's Ryan Jackson to throw it in. Kaiser bursts, gets the ball here. Caleb Hittner to back off, down to 6. Kaiser, big screen. Now here's Bond. Up to McAvoy, pull up 2. Gets it in! Peyton McAvoy! He comes up in clutch moments. And that's how this second quarter wraps up. And that's 2 from Peyton McAvoy.
Yeah, the sophomores come in and give us solid minutes. Like I mentioned that he's somewhat of a streaky shooter, but man, when he's on, he's on. Tonight he's been on. Excited about the way the team's playing again. Not our best first half of basketball, but when you can play as we've played and still have a 1-point lead against a very solid Ottawa team, I think you'll take that. We'll see what Coach Bouchard draws up at halftime here and see what we can do in the third quarter.
So we're going to step aside here as our coronation ceremony will be here, so we'll step aside for just a moment.
This event culminates the second week of the Broncos series, sponsored by the Spring Hill High School Ice Club. Students enjoy cheerleading, best dress contests, and medicine. It'll end the week with a dance song. It's Flying to the Moon. The homecoming candidates were selected by their senior class and voted on by the entire student body. Our first couple is Avery Ducat and Cooper Dalbini. Avery celebrated as She is represented by her sister, Emery Feedback. Avery's parents are Mason and Kristen Feedback. Throughout her high school career, she's been involved in SCA, Studeville, House, National Honor Society, LACE, and has been a member of the wrestling, track, and tennis teams. Avery's favorite memory from high school after the game, and her dad is headset for every single football game. After graduation, Avery plans to attend Penn State University, where she hopes to study occupational therapy for children. Cooper Gilby was educated by his father, Doug Gilby. Cooper has been a member of both football and basketball teams for all 4 years of high school. His favorite memories from high school is being Yale for 3 years in a row. After graduation, Cooper plans to attend Washburn University, where he will play football.
Point out here that
our second couple is
Emily Feedback filling in for her sister Avery Feedback here, who's at the state wrestling tournament right now, so just want to point that out.
I'll add in Curtis's remarks, as I do apologize for cutting in here. As Avery Feedback, Avery Bartek, and Blake Slimmer will wrestle in the Constellation Finals tomorrow. And congratulations to Campbell Mermis and Gracie Oppo for they're both going to be in the wrestling championship tomorrow. And it'll be the first time, in Spring Hill history that they could have a girl wrestler state champion. So I'll cut back to the coronation ceremony.
He plans to either play football in college, pursue a medical career, or join the Army, training to be a combat medic. Our third couple is Madeline Metcalf and Olivia Miller. Madeline is escorted by her parents, Matt and Jenny Metcalf. Madeline is currently a member of Student Council as Student Body Board. She is also a member of the Volunteer Club, Fight Squad, and Zero Reason Squad. Her favorite memory from high school is beginning to play volunteer trips for her fellow classmates and spending time with students and friends and learning times. After graduation, Madeline plans to further her education at the University of Major in Unified Elementary Education and earn her master's degree in special education. Holden is escorted by his parents, Ryan and Amber Gilbert. He's been a member of the baseball team for 4 years and was on the basketball team for 3. His favorite high school memory is winning a regional championship and going to the state baseball tournament, as well as winning gold with Unified Bowling with his partner, McKay. After graduation, Holden will be playing baseball at Highland Community College, where he plans to major in business. Our fourth couple this evening is Gracie Oppo and Dennis Martinez. Grace is not able to be here tonight, as she's competing in the state wrestling tournament. She's represented tonight by her friend, Olivia Devontae. Gracie's parents are Tom and Amy Oppo. During her high school career, Grace has been a 4-year member of the varsity girls wrestling team, where she's been a 3-time state qualifier and a 2024 regional champion. She has also been a member of the girls soccer team for 4 years, and is a member of the Broncos varsity band for 3 years, serving 2 years as troublemaker. She's an honorable student council vice president and president of the National Honor Society. Gracie's favorite high school memory is winning in an upset match to qualify for her first state wrestling tournament and seeing how proud everyone was. She's currently undecided on college, but plans to pursue a degree in chemistry with a pre-med track. Dennis is escorted by his parents, Sergio and Ariel Martinez. Dennis has been on the varsity soccer team all 4 years of high school and is currently a member of the environmental club. His favorite high school memory was almost setting St. Thomas Aquinas in the regional championship his freshman year. He is no one second to be able to compete against him. After graduation, Dennis will be attending Southwestern College, where he will continue playing soccer and major in physical education. Our final couple is Amy McGrath and Thomas Yuka. Amy is escorted by her parents, Jariah and Emery McGrath. Her activities include participating in tennis, cheerleading, and SCA for all 4 years of high school. She played softball and track for 2 years, and has also been involved in the National Honor Society, links, and ice ball. Amy's favorite high school memory was when she and 2 of her teammates made it to the state for tennis. They were the first double team of Spring Hill to go on the Daily State Tournament in 2011. She and her parents, partner, Olivia, ended up being 11th overall out of their division. After graduation, she managed to attend all that. Nazareth University, where she will major in exercise science and further her athletic career in tennis. Keanu was escorted by his mother, Leah Cesar. Keanu was a member of the Broncos football team for 3 years and participated in powerlifting for 2 years. His favorite high school memory was his class home football game against Huntington, where we beat them 63-14, and spending the class moments on the home field one more time with the other senior boys. After graduation, Keanu will be playing football at Southern Virginia University, where he will be majoring in physical therapy. I just want to thank the administrators and teachers who helped make this exciting week possible. A special thanks to you, Jenny Olo, Lyle Flowers, for the donation of the beautiful Queen in attendance flowers this evening. Before we round this evening, his last homecoming game, Bryce Burger, and High School President Randall Weinberg. Presenting tonight's coronation ceremony are High Squad members Isabel Wolfa, Kevin Nugent, Andy Williams, Abigail Wilson, Caitlin Weinbrenner, Madison Field, Jamie White, and Skylar Hughes. And now, the 2024 Winter Homecoming King is Keanu. The 2024 Winter Homecoming Queen is Avery Feedback. Since you cannot be here tonight, Avery will be crowned at halftime of the girls' basketball game next Wednesday, February 28th. Congratulations to our 2024 King and Queen, and to all of our homecoming kids, and best of luck to our Broncos as they finish the second half. Go Broncos!
And that's our coronation ceremony. Congratulations to our King and Queen. And now we'll go into our halftime show. And our halftime show is presented to you by, sorry, I'm getting my thing here. It's presented to you by Michael Gran, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help you custom them out. Will help important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill. Why do I keep doing that? Or call 913-592-2336. And Curtis, what are your thoughts on the first half?
I think both teams maybe didn't play their best in that first 16 minutes. I think all the coaches would agree with that as well. Too many turnovers, just not consistent, well-executed basketball. We certainly had our moments. I would say bright spot, Peyton McAvoy come in and give us some big minutes, got some about 8 or 10 points there really quick. And, for Ottawa, again, I think they had maybe too many turnovers, careless. Probably didn't shoot the ball as well as they have in the past, but you got to give credit to the Bronco defense for some of that as well. So just the second half. Got the Broncos with a 21-20 lead with 1:15 to go. We'll be getting ready for the second half here momentarily.
And we're getting to our statistics. Spring Hill had 9 turnovers in the first half compared to Ottawa's 7. And then from free throw perspective, Ottawa did not shoot any, and Spring Hill went 1 of 2 or 50%. Both of them taken by Chase Bond, who is our scoring leader for the Spring Hill Broncos. He's got 11. Talk to me about Chase Bond's performance tonight.
Well, you expect this out of Chase. Big-time players make big-time shots in big-time games, and that's what Chase has done from the tip tonight. So looking for more of that here in the second half.
He's followed in scoring with Peyton McAvoy with 7 points and 3 from James Allen. And then for the Cyclones, they led in scoring with 6 points from Owen Blaine, 4 points from Aiden McCullough, 3 points from Caleb and Carter Hetner, and then 2 points from Cole McGrath and Miguel Perez. And those are your numbers from this first half. And I'll plug our sponsor, our presenting sponsor, and our presenting sponsor of Spring Hill Athletics is brought to you by Strode Orthodontics. Strode Orthodontics specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience. With locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park, learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Oh, I accidentally plugged the pregame sponsor. There's our presenting sponsor. I'll tuck that away here again as we're back in action for Bronco basketball and final night of action. And a nice basket there from Caleb Hetner.
That was a good possession by Ottawa. Patient, got exactly the shot they wanted, finished it off the glass. Good way to start for them here in the second half.
And a big question for you, Curtis, is patient possessions going to be able to win one of these teams this game tonight?
Well, I think if you were to choose, the contrast in styles is I think Ottawa wants to run more than the Broncos do, but again, our defense has kind of stopped them from doing that. Here we go, turnover to travel. So, Broncos have gotten back fairly well on defense, and so you got to give credit for that. But I think, again, just like the girls' game, I made that comment that, I feel like they, maybe the more athletic team, they wanted to run and gun a little bit, but our defense really stopped them and took them out of their game a little bit. And I think the boys are doing something similar here so far.
The Broncos, they've won 4 in a row, 7 of their last 10 after an 0-9 start this season. So an impressive start for the Broncos and just trying to keep themselves in a decent spot in the playoffs as James Allen can't get that basket underneath to go. Now here's a 3 in the right corner for Caleb Hetner off the front of the iron. He was the Ottawa player to score first in the second half, and now pass from Bond trying to feed it through to Allen, but there was too much traffic there. But it'll stay with the Broncos. Last touch by the Cyclones.
The Broncos still just they're not valuing the basketball every possession like they should. They're just making uncharacteristic decisions and passes that we haven't been making during this win streak here. So hopefully we'll tighten that up here as the game goes on.
Bond couldn't get that 2 to go. Broncos regain possession here. Here's a 3. That's Miller. He knocks it down.
Gave him 2. They called it a 2.
Oh.
Yeah, ref signaled 2.
They'll correct it, and it's a 2. PA announcer got all excited. Then he had to cut everyone off, say 2.
Yeah, Murray, distinguished announcer, also said 3, but the ref signaled 2.
And then that's the answer from Owen Blaine to put Ottawa back in the lead. It's been a back and forth game, and Kaiser and Miller not on the same page there. Spring Hill will force their first turnover of the game. And McAvoy to go to the bench for Jordan Miller. And Spring Hill against Bonner, they had 4 players in double figures. It's the first time all year, and arguably the best game all year for the Spring Hill Broncos squad. And now they're trying to just replicate it against another league opponent in this Ottawa Cyclones team.
Up and down action here.
And it will work out as that's going to be Caleb Hetner on the transition basket. He's got 5 or 4 early on.
Got a little bit of contact there, it looks like, again.
And one there for McCullough. That's 2 straight turnovers there from the Broncos on back-to-back-to-back possessions. And now it puts the Cyclones up 5.
Tell by the look on Brady's face, he's frustrated. Felt like he got there in time to take that charge, but the referee saw it a different way.
Yes, it is. Kaiser's, well, it sounded like you said Kaiser was first, but it's his third. So
freshman Corey Kirkner in the game, along with Elijah Lacey.
There's the end-run opportunity from McCullough, knocks it down.
And Cooper D'Albini back in the game.
So Spring Hill choosing to go with their young core to hopefully give their older core just a fresh reset of the mind as they let the younger core work against the Cyclones. Here's a drive that's going to be turned over there as D'Albini just got bit too into McCullough there.
Yeah, I think Cooper D'Albini, that's probably not his strengths driving to the rim there. You'd like him to catch it with his back to the basket and go to work from there, but he saw a lane and took it, and unfortunately got called for the charge. Not sure what we're trying to mop it up here, I think. Clay Freegon down there still earning his check there. Well done there, Clay.
Time to get the little sweeper.
Does a great job at it for us for an athletic director. He's got a son on the basketball team, Martin Freegon. He's a junior. I'm sure we'll see Martin come in the game here at some point. He's been given more and more minutes and good minutes for the Broncos.
Freegon averaging 3 points per game in his appearances that he's shown up in for the Broncos. And there's the Cyclones on offense, and nice tough finish from Blaine. That's going to result in the second straight and one for the Cyclones. Owen Blaine, he started off with 6 points in the half. He's already got 4 in this quarter. And they'll give D'Albini his second straight foul. And he'll check out, and back in the game goes Jordan Miller. Actually, no. That was Chase Bond that checked out, and Jordan Miller will check in. And Blaine can't knock down the and one, but a nice rebound there from Rivers.
Plays like that will drive a coach crazy. Just didn't box out there that time by Jordan Miller, and Ottawa gets an extra possession.
So here's Caleb Hebner. Left side for Rivers. Now it's back to Hebner. Rivers catch and shoot 3 from the left corner. Won't go. Initially rebounded by D'Albini. Rolls this one to McAvoy there. And a travel is going to be called on McAvoy. That's the 5th turnover for the Broncos. And Jordan Miller, as quickly as he checked in, he's checked back out. And Ezra Baker to check in. It also looked like somebody else for the Broncos checked out. I didn't catch that number there.
Cooper D'Albini, I think, come out of the game. James Allen replaced him.
Iowa opting for their skip passes.
Travel.
And now they're going to get Caleb Hebner with a travel. It's a second turnover for the Cyclones.
It should be fair to say I didn't see a travel on that one either. So
maybe you should get out there and start reffing.
I did that in college.
Show them how it's done.
I enjoyed that.
Show them the old ropes there, Curtis. 3:33 to go here. Lacey, a pull-up 3, just short of the mark there.
Probably not the shot that Coach Bouchard wants, but
there's a 3 from the left corner from Hebner. And that's the second straight game that the ball gets wedged.
And what's interesting is the first time in the girls' game, the Broncos kept possession, and here they're giving the Broncos the basketball. So I guess they go by the possession arrow, which I did not know.
Interesting enough.
So here's Hudson Gaw, the junior. The Broncos will go to work here. Gaw fakes it. Made Blaine jump there, but it's going to be turned over here. Ottawa will go straight to work. Carter Hetner, a three. Won't go. Rebounded by Gaw. Spring Hill down by 8 here. We feel like every one of these possessions here to close out that third quarter is big. See if we can get a good shot up here. Here's Hudson Gaw. Now, timeout called by Coach Bouchard. That's going to be a full timeout, and we'll take full timeout with them. Be back here in just a minute on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Here to finish up this third quarter, hopefully, if we don't have any commercial breaks here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Brendan Bowen and Curtis Kaiser alongside you. And an inbound from Ezra Baker got tipped up in the air by Caleb Hetner. And now he's going to, the other referee on the other side said, "You're going to scoot back there, sir." Well, they pointed him to stay where he was, and I'm like, well, the ball out of bounds down the court a little bit. Catch and shoot attempt, that's from Kirkner. Corey Kirkner, just a freshman, but certainly a capable shooter. I've watched him play some in junior high, and I think it was a game where he hung 40 on a team, and so he's certainly a capable scorer. Just got to get used to the big leagues here in high school, and now a turnover here from the Cyclones. They'll kind of slow the pace down. Never mind. Right inside. It's Corey Kirkner. Right on cue. Good luck there by Hudson Gaw. Maybe you should take Tony Romo's job. I mean, that's the second straight cue you've had. You give me a chance to call a Chiefs Super Bowl, I'm in. Hey, I wouldn't mind it either. Maybe they'll give us better audio. There you go. So here's Blaine up top for Hetner. It swung to his brother Caleb for 3 off the front rim. Rebounded by Blaine, and he gets it to go inside. Just too many second chance opportunities given up by the Broncos here. Broncos down 8, minute 20 to go. Flashens Kirkner. Hands it back off to Gaw to slow the tempo down. Kirkner for Allen, now gets it back here. Dumps to the other side for Gaw. I feel like Spring Hill is just going to go for a patient possession here. Yeah, make sure you get a good shot. Don't need to rush or anything yet. Don't like the 8-point deficit, but there's plenty of time. Whole quarter to go yet. Kirkner dumps it down to Allen. Swung around, Gaw driving in. Back to Allen. Trying to throw it over the other side for Ezra Baker.
Ezra Baker, I don't think, is expecting that as it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back with the Cyclones, and now the Cyclones have 30.7 seconds for the last possession here.
Yeah, I'd expect them just to try to hold it and go for the final shot. They got to like where they're at up by 8. Coming towards the end of the third quarter here, we'll see if the Broncos can get a big stop.
There's Carter Hebner. Hayden Holland for the Cyclones. A little more capable shooters, the young shooters, and a nice tough basket underneath from Owen Blaine, having himself a game. And now Ottawa up 10 as we go to the fourth quarter. Back in just a minute on Spring Hill Sports Live to finish up this ballgame.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live early. We apologize as Curtis is just taking a quick break there. I'm old, Brendan. I'm old. I'm getting old too, don't worry. But you've go through more of life than me, so yeah. I feel older than I probably am, but with my one, maybe 2 knee surgeries coming up, I'll probably feel like I'm 65 at least, so. Yeah, well, I wish you the best of luck with that. Thank you, thank you. Well, we're going to finish this thing up. It's been an exciting game so far. I mean, not from Spring Hill's perspective.
Yeah, it's been kind of up and down for us a little bit. Third quarter, not our best quarter. I think we scored maybe 5 points that whole quarter, so you're not going to win many games only scoring 5 in 8 minutes. So, well, we got a chance here yet, down by 10 with a quarter to go. We'll see what we can do here. Good start here if Chase gets a
body sliding on the floor, and it'll be that's Kaylee Carter timeout, and a timeout called by Hebner. It's going to be a full timeout as they need to talk things over. As I guess that minute before the quarter wasn't enough, so be back here in just another minute on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, 7:39 left to go in this ball game. Brendan and Curtis Kaiser ready to finish this thing up. It's been a very good game so far. Ottawa with a win, like I mentioned, will win the Frontier League title, and yes, that is a travel indeed from the Cyclones. They haven't turned the ball over much in the second half. They had 7 in the first half, and now they're up to 4. So you have to feel that Spring Hill may try and pressure them into some more, and that could lead to some good buckets for this Broncos squad, who really needs a win here.
Yeah, we've been struggling to put the ball in the bucket this whole second half. We got to change something here. We'd be more aggressive. Not a lot of movement right now in this possession either, unfortunately. Jordan Miller tries for three.
Miller can't knock down that three. Cyclones will go to work here. And Blaine, a long throw that'll get back up to Carter Hetner as they'll try and be patient and reset something here for the Cyclones. Hopefully pull ahead by more points. Hetner to his brother Carter. Down low for Blaine. He's going to be fouled underneath. I believe they're going to give this one to Jordan Miller. They will give it to Jordan Miller, in fact. It's his first. That's the first. There hasn't been much fouling either, so what does it say about the discipline from both teams so far?
Well, no team really has much of foul trouble, so they've played pretty well as far as with, Ottawa's always had active hands. I pointed that out a couple different times, but they've done a pretty good job of not fouling. From Spring Hill's perspective, I think maybe Brady's the only one that's got 3 fouls.
Yes, Brady has 3, and then Dalbini has 2.
So no foul problems to speak of, but with that notation rule, with 5 team fouls, you get 2 shots. That always comes into play in games like this. Another careless turnover there by the Broncos.
Kaiser trying to chase down Caleb Hetner, but already gets the basket there.
Somebody's going to have to make something happen here. We've been standing around too much on offense, not a lot of movement.
And it's desperation baskets that Spring Hill needs, and Allen just trying to hurriedly force something there, and then his last touch by Ottawa. They were all in disbelief. They're like, we touched that? But Kirkner to come out of the game, and Ryan Jackson in. And Ryan Jackson, he hasn't scored at all in this game, and normally in the last 2 games he's led in scoring with 13 in the second to last game. Don't remember that one. It'd be Dora, and then he scored 15 against Bonner Springs. Ball goes out of bounds again, so it'll stay with the Broncos here.
Yeah, you got to credit Ottawa's defense. They've really taken us out of our offense all night long, to be honest. It's just not been we have not had a good offensive set in a while. Good active hands there again. Good save by Brady, but...
There's a long throw to McAvoy for 3. Knocks it down! McAvoy has 10 now in this ballgame.
Sophomore stepping up big at a big moment here. Cuts the lead back down to 9, so we're under 10, so hopefully we can get a good stop here and continue to whittle away at the deficit.
And a stop is all Spring Hill needs. Here's McCullough trying to do a fancy finish. Blaine trying to do the same. Jump ball is going to be called.
Spring Hill ball.
And it's Spring Hill ball. So McCullough trying with a fancy finish, and then somebody else tried to step in and do the same, but forced a jump ball there, so Ottawa forced with a turnover there. It's their 6th, and now Spring Hill turnover there. Brother to brother, that's Carter Hetner scoring. Has his first points in the second half. He's got 5. Kaiser dumps it down to Jackson in the corner for McAvoy. Allen gets the dump down. Kaiser for 3. Can't knock it down there. Rebounded by McCullough.
Brady with a pretty good look there. Just didn't get it to drop. We got to get a stop here on the defensive end. Back down by 11.
So here's Caleb Hetner. Dumps it down to McCullough. Got a nice steal there and a nice finish from the sophomore. Up to 8 points for him. 4:12 to go. Kaiser wasn't expecting that pass. Collects himself. Thought about dumping it down. Kicks it out. A 3 wide of the mark there from Chase Bond. He still leads the team in scoring with 11 points. So here's the Cyclones. It's Rivers to Carter Hetner. That's back to Rivers. Trapped instantly. Works his way out of it. Nicola, nice flashy passing there, blocked away by Chase Bond to deny. That's Cody Rivers. And Elijah Lacey to check in for Brady Kaiser and Curtis. With that, do you think that means that the Sharks are going to be a little aggressive and try and go for a more outside shooting approach?
Well, we got to try something different here. We've had the chances we've had down on the block, we've passed out of it. So I think that's where you got to go. You got to keep looking for threes here. I mean, there's a lot of time left, but you got to be looking at some outside shots here, get some three-point shots up, and hopefully knock down a few. Not a good choice there by Ryan Jackson. James Allen was triple teamed down there, and he tried to force one. The Ottawa defense just played spectacular basketball all night long. It's just they've been so good defensively against us. And
here's Blaine, left corner three, knocks it down. Owen Blaine. Crazy second half for him. 11 points in the second half. Here's a three. That's knocked down now by Ezra Baker.
I'd expect pressure here. Bouchard try to get him out of the rhythm and create a turnover. But hasn't employed that tactic yet.
Ottawa looks to reset. Spring Hill bringing pressure. Hetner dumps it down to Blaine. Charge called on Blaine.
Second charge of the night taken there by Chase.
Last charge taken there by Blaine. Bonds, excuse me. Blaine is called for the charge. That's his third foul. So, clock is now 2:23 to go, down 13. And you still got a decent amount of time there, but that's not what you want to do. As now James Allen, a nice job to get it back, and he tries to forward through pressure. Now here come the Cyclones.
Just those active hands again, playing solid defense. Been doing it to us all night long.
Hetner wide open. Rivers finds Blaine crashing down inside. Blaine's got 5 in the quarter, 13 in the second half. Will be reset back to Lacey. Got a minute 40. And a timeout called by Coach Bouchard. It's a 30-second timeout. And we'll take one look and be back here in 30 seconds.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, a minute 32 left to play in this last quarter of action. And Curtis, you're down 15, but you're still not completely out of this ball game yet. You're still just got to knock down the quick and easy shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to start on the defensive end, though. You can't trade shots with him, but with a 15-point deficit. It's got to start on the defensive end. Yeah, you certainly got to make shots on the offensive end, but you can't stop them on the defensive end. What you put on the effort on the offensive end won't overcome the deficit. So, but got to get something up and get something up quick.
Nice dump down inside to find Jordan Miller, who goes to work down low and collects the basket. Now Ottawa will just be patient. Carter Hetner opening the lane is Caleb. Whistle blow, I think, going to the basket here. I wonder what they called there.
They called a foul on Cooper DLB.
Columbus foul on Dalbini. It's his third. So they didn't show it on the scoreboard.
Well, they didn't. I don't know what else they would have called, but
we'll play on here as Ottawa just chewing down this clock here. And it's under a minute here. We may have to think this one's pretty much done and over with here.
Not the best showing of our homecoming by the Broncos team, but you still see them fighting the claw here right towards the end.
Ball sails out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos. A nice valiant effort there to try and keep it in, but stays with the Cyclones, and now there's 2 more clock here, down to less than 30 seconds here. And the Ottawa student section letting Spring Hill know that they just won. Which is not official yet. You got 10 seconds left here. And the Ottawa Cyclones and Coach McCullough, they have captured the Frontier League title. 33-46, your final score. We'll be back in just a few minutes for our post-game show.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live as we wrap up our coverage from Spring Hill High School. 46-33 your final score. Ottawa takes this one in the 1-1 split as they've captured the Frontier League title. So congratulations to the Ottawa Cyclones on capturing the title, and Spring Hill drops to 7-13, 5-5 in Frontier League play. Ottawa improves to 13-7, 9-2 in Frontier League play. So Curtis, your final thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I would say that anybody Anyone who's ever tried to call a basketball game when their son's playing, hats off to you, because it's tough. And you know, the 6 seniors on our boys basketball team, you know, you don't want to ever lose a game at home, but you certainly don't want to lose your last one, and that's leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But you know, those 6 seniors have been a big part of the program and showed a lot of good leadership this year, and you know, heart breaks for them that they weren't able to go out as winners here tonight, but can't hang our heads. We've got a big game coming up next week. Again, we don't know the opponent based on tonight's scores or even the day that the game will be played, but you know, I think when you look at where we started at 0-9 and you finish 7-4, I think you gotta find that and relish in that the positivity there. The boys in the second half, Ottawa just shut us down. I think we had 13 points in the second half. And anytime you play 16 minutes of basketball and only score 13 points, you're not going to win very many basketball games. And you got to give credit. Yeah, Broncos didn't have the best shooting night, but you got to give credit to the Ottawa defense. You know, they're a Frontier League champs for a reason. Had a solid year all around, and kudos to them for coming here and winning the Frontier League title, and so hats off to them. But I'm gonna also want to you know, relish in the give credit back to Coach Hussle and the Lady Broncos for winning their back-to-back Frontier League titles. So, you know, not all of them in Bronco world. Just for those seniors and the parents that love those kids so much, this is a tough moment. So,
absolutely, and Ottawa Cyclones now coming out to celebrate their Frontier League title with their fans, and as we'll also go to our post-game show, and our post-game show is presented to you by by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. And this brings us into our absolute play of the game. And Curtis, what was your absolute play of the game?
Absolute player of the game, I think you got to go with Chase Bond. He played well on both ends of the court, took a couple of charges, had some big rebounds, led us in scoring. You know, good night for the senior. Maybe didn't shoot the ball as well as he would like tonight, but he really attacked the rim and made things happen and played solid defense. So both ends of the court, Chase played a good game for his last home game of his career, and so I think he deserves the player of the game.
I meant to say play of the game, like play in general. It's all good. But I'll read off our sponsor. Here, I'll read off our sponsor real quick for our absolute play of the game. It's presented to you by Sheriff Schramm Financial Professional. Achieving your financial goals is a team sport. Call today, 913-592-5573. The Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey. And play of the game now, Curtis.
Well, the play of the game, I think they got to give some of those threes to Peyton McAvoy. He, like I said, he's kind of a streaky shooter, but he came in tonight and gave us some good minutes and kept us in the game there in the first half and hit some in the second half as well. So I think the three-pointers put up and in by Peyton McAvoy. I know it's not a single play if that's what you're looking for, but I think he came in and gave us good minutes and gave us some hope and played well for us. So hats off to him.
And those are absolute plays of the game presented to you by Absolute Painting. From a fresh coat of paint to refinishing your cabinets, they do it all. This time of year, Absolute turns indoors with credible interior paint specials. Call for your free quote today, 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. And I'll give you the final numbers here, Curtis. You can kind of react to those. Turnover-wise, Spring Hill had 21 turnovers, 11 of them being in the second half, and Ottawa had 14 turnovers. They had 7 each.
Yeah, second half, just, again, hats off to their defense. I mean, we weren't locked in offensively as much as Bouchard would like, but when you have that many turnovers, you know, bad things are going to happen. And so just didn't take care of the ball well tonight. And, you know, when you come up against a good, solid team like Ottawa, I mean, they're Frontier League champs for a reason. So nothing more you can really say about that. They played well. They got the title they deserved, and The Broncos can't hang their heads though. They got to get ready to. Now it's winter go home time, so you got to get your mind right, get prepared, and we'll see what happens here at Sub-State next week.
Absolutely, and our Sub-State opponent is yet to be determined for both teams, so be staying tuned to the K-Show website. They'll have that posted tonight, and then the Sub-State assignments and all that will be on K-Show's website, and you can also check us out on our social medias, Varsity Sports Live, Varsity Sports Live Spring Hill. Be sure to check into those, and I'll read off the individual statistics. So, for the visiting Ottawa Cyclones, they were led in scoring by Owen Blaine, finished tonight with 19 points. And then 9 points from Caleb Hetner, 5 points from his brother Carter, and then 2 points scored. Aiden McCall also scored 9, and then 2 points from Cole McGrath and Miguel Perez. And for the Broncos, like we mentioned, you gave Chase Bond the player of the game, correct?
Yes.
Chase Bond finished with 11, but not to be outdone. And second in scoring, Peyton McAvoy with 10 points. 4 points from Jordan Miller, which I made that look like a 14 on my stat sheet, so I'll fix that to a 4 there. 3 points from James Allen and Ezra Baker, and then 2 from Corey Kirkner. Early in the third quarter, there was no free throw shooting in the second half at all, which is interesting to me on how both of these teams were so disciplined, but yet there's still a lot of turnovers in this game.
Well, and I think I touched on it a little bit there. The Ottawa defense with their active hands, they kept the ball away from. We didn't have to foul. They blocked it in the passing lane. And that happened so many times tonight. Yeah, we recovered a few of those, but the ball didn't get into the big guys that were trying to back down and get fouled. A lot of if you catch it and knock it out of the air, you're not going to foul. And so both teams, like I said, boys and girls, did that well this evening for Ottawa, and that attributed to many of the turnovers that the Spring Hill Broncos had tonight.
And those are our numbers, and that'll do it for our coverage here on Spring Hill Sports Live. I'm sorry that we didn't have BJ Harris tonight. He sadly is out ill, so we do wish him well, and hopefully he tuned in and watched us. I know I had to call him about the audio issues earlier, but we couldn't quite get them resolved, but hopefully we'll have them resolved in time for Sub-State. But Curtis, it's always been a pleasure to work with you. Our second game this season, actually, because you did one with me in Paola early in the season, so
appreciate that. Enjoyed it.
Absolutely, and that'll do it again from our Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. And signing off from Spring Hill, alongside my partner Curtis Kaiser, I'm Brendan Bolin. Thank you for watching Spring Hill Sports Live and Spring Hill Basketball. Go Broncos.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.